Welcome back, everyone, to episode 43 of the Three Dudes Podcast. We are back, and as you guys can see, it's looking a little bit different, a little bit weird.
If you guys notice what we changed about the set, go ahead and leave a comment.
That'd be good. Broden, rocking the Three Dudes hat.
Yeah.
I like it. That's the first time I've seen it.
Us.
It looks good.
We do this.
Because what is the other thing that you ordered? You ordered the hat.
I have a pullover that you still have that I've
on the desk,
been meaning to grab for
right
the last 3 nights. And I have a t-shirt and a sweatshirt.
T-shirt look okay?
T-shirt looks phenomenal, actually. The tan one with the blue lettering.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. Liam, how are you?
Doing all right. I'm a little tired. We're going to hammer this episode.
And we're going to hammer this episode. We will. We got no comments because I just totally forgot to look for them. As you can see, we are in a different set, a different living room, and that is because there's water in the Three Dudes original set. So maybe be back to that regular spot next week, but me and Liam, bro, I don't know if you're part of this talk, but we discussed moving the podcast to that other room so we can then get chairs because I know Liam's
tired of sitting.
He's tired of sitting in the middle,
Just
like a little car
nestled,
seat.
Yeah, sitting in the corner of the couch with my feet up.
How's it feel to have your feet on the ground?
It feels good.
You're grounded.
On the ground.
I'm feeling much better now.
Boots on the ground.
Yeah.
43rd Airborne.
Yeah. I'm ready to go to war with my U.S. commissioned whatever birthday that was that we were talking about.
What?
I'm lost.
You remember, weren't we saying something about that on one of the different episodes? Once you hit age like 22, then the military sends you a rifle or
they
something
just send you a rifle in
Once
the
your
mail.
brain gets fully developed.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it was.
is.
So no comments this week, but we'll get back to it next week. Let's start saying this at the top of the show. If you haven't rated or reviewed the show, please do that. It really helps the show. We don't know how long we'll be in this set. We might be in a new set next week. We might be in the same set. We're going to have to figure that out. But as promised from last week, we're going into Japan Part 2. Got about half of the notes left from last week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the first part of Japan. Did you guys listen to it? I thought it was a pretty funny episode.
I listened to some of it.
First episode I've listened to in about 10 of them. So
Really?
Yeah.
I missed it. I didn't listen to it. No.
Do you listen to all of them?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Broden?
I don't like to listen to them because I don't like to hear myself.
I like to listen to them to try to figure out what I can do better.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Training.
But yeah, always getting better one day at a time, you know? Yeah. So Japan Part 2, last we left off with was cuisine, and we're going to move into some Japanese fashion. So Japanese fashion, I'm sure you guys have a picture in your head of already what it looks like. There it is, Liam. You finding it?
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of people in Japan. So who knows what they're wearing these days?
Japanese fashion is known for its unique styles and trends, including the popular street style fashion known as Harajuku. The style draws inspiration from a wide range of sources, including anime and manga, punk and goth subcultures, traditional Japanese dress, and Western fashion.
It's like everything into one.
Yeah.
What else is there besides that?
Russian stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say something about that too.
Yeah. Which is just what? Like bulletproof vests?
Must be.
Like
hair on your chest?
Jewelry inside of their dresses so it blocks the bullets and they think they're God when they tried murdering the Tsar's family.
Just a bunch of fembots.
That's got to be.
You guys are big anime and manga fans, right?
Yeah,
what's manga? Is that the same?
Manga is
the
just
comic
like the stuff
book
that you read.
Yeah,
Oh.
of a TV show that they make.
Yeah. So usually what happens is they make the manga for the show. Or they make the manga is what the actual thing is about.
So it's like
and
a
then the
Marvel
the
comic
anime,
book and then the anime is the movies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay. So we'll get into that. That's the next point here, but let's get through some fashion first. So Japanese art encompasses a wide range of styles and mediums, including traditional painting, calligraphy, and woodblock prints, as well as modern forms like manga and anime, which we just mentioned. If you guys, I don't know if you remember, but that was right before the sentence before I said that one. Japan's influence on pop culture. Japanese anime and manga are popular around the world with iconic franchises like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, and Naruto. Did I say those right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was solid.
you nailed
did
it.
dude.
So now this is where I'll pass it off to you guys for a little bit. Explain to me the whole, like, what's the best one? Is there a best?
Have
you watched them all?
There's, what do they call it? They call it like a big three.
Yeah. I think
There's Naruto, Dragon Ball, and One Piece. Like probably the most like crazed ones, like the most watched and have like the biggest,
the most popular, the largest fan base.
Yeah, the largest fan base is those three. Because I guess that's since when that became really popular. was like probably when we were kids. Like when we were,
Yeah.
The three of us were younger. So like that fan base has only grown. And that's when I think anime first really got on the scene and started.
And that's like the LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh of anime.
Bingo.
Yeah, exactly. Is there a bullet point on that when anime started becoming a thing?
Not on this, no.
Because it would have been right. It would have been probably right around that time. Because I watched a lot of anime.
Yeah.
in my day.
There's, I think.
Did you watch it growing up though?
Sometimes.
It was, what was it called? Was it
Toonami
Yeah.
on Cartoon Network, where
Yeah.
they'd have like a couple hours each day where it was just like anime, like it was Naruto or Dragon Ball or something.
Yeah.
And that's when anime, I think, first started making its way into Western, like into the United States and stuff like that.
How quickly after watching that do you think you could like fall into LARPing?
Dude, it's a slippery slope. I
You
think
got that big into it.
yeah, if you really started getting a hard on for it, I think LARPing is probably like you might skip a couple rungs in the ladder, but LARPing comes pretty quick, I think.
So
if
you
you're
guys
that
are
age.
just surface level. You're not like hardcore
Yeah.
anime.
Yeah,
I'm just an enjoyer.
yeah,
I
Okay.
watch it and I go, that's sweet.
yeah. There's people out
You have
there
an
that
anime enjoyment.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You got to have, some people like it and some people don't. Some people have never watched it and they say that they'll never watch it.
Guilty.
Yeah. What is, why not?
I don't know. I think there's
You
there's
think
an
it's
aura
weird?
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that to you guys, but now that you said
You
it,
can
I'll
say whatever you
Yeah,
want. I don't care.
It's
I
your
don't-
opinion. You're
not
allowed
that
to have
it's-
that.
but it's like I'm judging a book by its cover, you know?
I'd
I'm
say.
judging.
I do that all the time, so don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Like there's things I just won't get. Like Harry Potter, it's probably really good, or Star Wars, that too. I just don't want to get into it. I don't care for it.
Yeah, I just don't know how many. Like, it's one cartoon doesn't help. Like, it's not like animated. I guess you could say not cartoon. It's probably like slandering it.
There's a lot of people take, like I would say, serious anime fans would take offense to people calling it a cartoon. I don't really know the difference between a cartoon and an anime. Maybe one of them's made, Japanese
Yeah.
style, you know. But
I think that's probably the genre that it's supposed to fall into. Is anime is from Japan.
Japan,
It's
yeah.
derived from that. Because I saw something on Twitter where it was like, everybody posts your like favorite anime fight scenes or something like that, and somebody replied to it with the Omni-Man scene,
Invincible.
when he was fighting his son.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
and somebody replied to it, and they were like, "It's animated, but that's not an anime," or something like that. And we're like, "Well,
What's the difference?
Yeah, what makes anime an anime?
Nathan,
you
can
know?
you look that up? Anime versus cartoon.
I'd say just because it's based off a manga.
Yeah.
Like, it's based off of
There you
something
go.
that's from Japan, kind of deal like that.
So it's like a superhero movie. Wouldn't be classified as Marvel movie because it's not from a Marvel comic book, right? Even if it was the same style.
Right. Yeah.
I'd say that.
I'm good at like tying our audience into what you guys are trying to talk
You're
about.
the middleman here.
I'm the liaison.
You have a hand in both shakes right there.
Yeah, I got my hand in all the cookie jars.
Yeah, there you go.
But one of our listeners, Cindy Nelson, her boyfriend Austin, we all every Sunday night we go over to a buddy's house and we go and watch a couple episodes of an anime, whatever we're watching, this and that. And so I'm sure, obviously, before they started dating, she had never watched it, but then they got together. Eventually, she did, and she likes it.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
I suppose there's a storyline, you know? If you
Right.
got a storyline, you gotta
Well,
Yeah,
there's like
story.
a whole wide variety of this stuff. Like the stuff that I think Sydney really likes is like this
Slice of
series.
life,
Yeah,
or-
that it's not like about like anything weird. It's like if you were to take like a normal movie, like I don't know, like a movie.
Great Gatsby.
Yeah, and then but they do it an anime version. You know what I mean? Like it's
Okay.
not like a superhero superpower. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Because I think that's what's kind of the part where I'm like, they're shooting flames out of their hands, and
Yeah.
right.
that's where I'm like, I don't know. Because I'm not a big sci-fi guy, even if it's a regular sci-fi movie where there's like The Matrix.
Oh yeah,
I think I've seen like half of it. It's like, it's not really just, it doesn't scratch that itch for me,
I got
you
you.
know? But Nathan will right here. He'll scratch it. What do you got, Nathan?
I'll try to.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I can explain to you where the itch is at too if you.
A little lower. A little bit to the right.
We're just joking with you.
Pal, read what you got. Put it
All
on
right,
the TV for us.
So a cartoon is used as a model or study for a painting, but is now associated with caricatures for humor and
Caricatures.
for like humor and satire. Anime concentrates mostly on life issues or things tied closer to human emotion and has more violent and sexual themes.
I might like anime a little bit more than
There's your
Scooby-Doo.
itch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nathan, one comment. You could bump your mic a little bit for the next time you talk. Yeah, the itch has been scratched, man. It's almost ripped a hole in my skin.
There you go. Well, you got it. Yeah. So, I mean, I remember when we were watching it like on Toonami, like when I was a kid, and I always saw like I never sought after it. I was like, I gotta watch this next week, but it was always just on, and so I remember seeing it. And then I went down to college in Minnesota, and I was looking for something on Netflix, and I saw Naruto was sitting on the Netflix tab, and I was like, I think I saw this when I was a kid, like forever ago. Like, whatever, I'll check it out. I got nothing going on. I got like 5 episodes in, and I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Like, this is the craziest show ever.
This is
And-
my thing. That's what
Yeah.
you said.
And I felt like I was in the dark because I had that premonition that you did, where I was like, this is really weird. No one ever watches this. And so
You're like a closet anime guy.
Right.
yeah. And I went over to my teammate's
Went to
apartment.
therapy.
Yeah. I went, is this normal? Should I be watching this? Sat down there. They're like, you got problems.
You need to find a different therapist.
So, no, I went to my other therapist, one of my teammates, and the one that I
The
smoked.
physical therapist.
Yeah. Yeah. At practice. No, I went over to his apartment to smoke, and I was like, listen, man, like, don't think I'm weird or nothing like this, but I just started watching Naruto on Netflix. And he goes, really? How many episodes in are you? And I was like, 5 or 6.
You like finished it.
No, I was like early on. I was like 5 or 6, and he goes, "Sit down." Pass me the blunt, and and he pulled up an episodes from that was like 6 seasons later. He goes, "This is what you get to look forward to now that you're watching it." And he just showed me like one of the craziest scenes, and I was like, "This is tight."
So he was your
My
Doorway.
shaman.
mentor.
He was my shaman.
Shaman is a way better word than mentor.
he guided me into it, and so I went through and I finished Naruto. We watched like other stuff like that, and it's like I never thought I'd be into it because I never sought after it. But it's like if as long as you take away the whole premonition that we're like, oh, this is weird, I might not like it, and at least
Yeah.
try it for a few episodes and see, because you gotta have a little bit of an imagination for it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can sit down and be like, okay, like this is different, you know, they're running on they're running on water, you know,
Yeah.
obviously not fictional,
There you go.
but
It is fictional, not fact.
yeah,
Fiction means fake.
so it's non-fictional.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's a whole plot line, a whole story, and as long as you can have an imagination and get invested into that, it's incredible. I mean,
I don't know if I'm on board to try it yet, but you've loosened the nut.
thank you.
So-
That's all I can
yeah.
do is just loosen it a little bit.
Before
at a
you go,
time.
Broden, I need to ask him, like, after you guys have that conversation, what do you like make out after that, or how does that work? Because it seemed like it was a moment for you.
It was a big
That's-
moment. I was also violently high, and so I think I just
So
said
you had to.
a little bit. Yeah, I had to.
Yeah. That's the point where you cut your palm open each other's and then you shake hands.
Yeah.
and
You spit in
go.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For brothers for life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you gonna say? add
No,
on
I
to
was
that?
just like one thing that anime is really good at is getting you deeply connected with the characters that are in it. Like you feel like
Yeah.
you like are family with them. Like
Yeah.
after watch how much backstory and stuff they give to
It's
you.
Dom Toretto.
Yeah.
in anime.
It's even stronger
Family.
than Dom Toretto. But yeah.
I like it. Yeah, because I feel like growing up, all I ever heard of was Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And then that fan base ended up getting really weird.
Really.
I mean, any fan base is going to be weird. There's always going to be weird people, but then
the
there's
over
also,
the toppers.
Yeah, but then there's also enjoyers like me and Broden and other friends
Who-
of ours.
yeah, you
where
can
we
be
just sit down
normal.
and just watch it. Yeah,
I like how you label yourself as we're the enjoyers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other weird side,
that's a bit much.
Yeah.
the criminals.
Yeah, those people that I'm not going to say what they do, but they do stuff.
Yeah.
We got Nathan playing Ball Blast on the screen here. Guys, the nice part about playing this, filming this episode upstairs is that we have a screen for Nathan to show us things.
Yeah, like what? Like
Right now he's
games
playing-
on his phone.
Playing
Yeah.
games. There we go.
You've been fucking loading those for a minute.
Yeah. All right. So that's anime. Japanese video games have also had a significant impact on global pop culture, with companies like Nintendo and Sony dominating the industry. You big Nintendo players, Sony, do you have any of those consoles?
Oh, yeah.
Did we have
Yeah.
a video games episode?
I had a Nintendo. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Nintendo 64 and it
Yeah.
GameCube.
Serious?
But yeah. There was,
64. That's tight.
yeah,
I always like thought the GameCube guys were weird. Like probably same on the Dragon Ball Z fan base. Dragon Ball Zers owned the GameCube.
probably. But GameCube had some kick-ass games, man.
Yeah.
They really did.
I had a GameCube for like 2 months. And
Maybe it's because I just never had it, and I was like, I gotta disassociate myself with the people that do.
I
I
gotta
gotta
hate these
somehow
people.
make like I don't like them. Yeah.
There's a stigma around the GameCube. There really is. Or it was.
Really?
Yeah. Had to have been. Yeah. I mean, like you said, GameCube guys were weird.
Yeah, you
It's just-
started it, bro.
But
Just now.
just now, you recently started a new thing to hate.
I think it's because the controllers sucked so much.
I loved those controllers. Like,
Didn't they have
It was
three?
goofy. No, that
it
was
was, it was closely related to like the one of the old Nintendo ones.
N64 had 3.
Yeah, and then the GameCube was shaped like a Xbox, like a first generation Xbox controller, kind of. But
Okay.
it had its own little quirks to it.
Yeah. My dad had an N64. I remember playing the Sega.
Yeah,
Remember the Sega, the controller, and it literally had like A, B, and then a D-pad on the left.
yep.
Those are nice. What else did I have?
You ever played Atari?
Atari. Yep. I
Just
think
a
my dad.
stick and
had.
button, dude.
Yeah. I remember
How about
Duck Hunter.
Yeah, Duck Hunter was
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was
Shoot some ducks.
yeah.
And then onto the PS2 where I kind of grew up.
Me
Started
too.
playing Tony Hawk's Underground and
I played
NFL
Bond.
Street.
Bond. NFL
Oh.
Street was fun too.
Yep.
What'd you have, Liam?
I had a PS2. Then
You have a PS1?
I had not a PS1. I had a Game Boy Advance SP. It's small. There's a square.
Yep.
That thing was awesome.
For like Mario.
Didn't play
Pokemon?
Mario. Didn't play Pokemon either.
What really?
I think if I ever had a Pokemon game, I would have been a different person. Now.
yeah.
I would have went down into a deep hole.
Speaking of Pokemon things, one time I went to a garage sale when I was like 10 and there was a bag of Pokemon cards, like a gallon size Ziploc bag. And gosh, was it that? I think it was that plus maybe, no, I was gonna say plus maybe a binder, but I think I put them in the binder. It was at a garage sale for $20 and I'd convinced my mom to get this bag of PlayStation cards. Or not PlayStation cards, Pokemon cards. And finally she said, you go ahead, get it, $20. Apparently $20 was a lot back then. And I remember getting a binder, putting them in all the sleeves. And then my friend from across the street came over. That was a girl. Just thought I'd put that little anecdote in there. I won't say much more about she wasn't good looking. Okay. And she came over and played with me. And then, yeah, that was my Pokemon phase. That was a crazy story.
That took a turn. How old were you?
God, I don't even know. 10 maybe?
Oh, it's a little early, but
To be playing with Pokemon?
no.
Or to having girls over as friends?
No,
Yeah.
Never mind. You missed it.
Yep.
I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yep, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! That sounds Japanese too.
Definitely is.
Yeah.
As much as Pokemon is. But yeah, those I had them because other people had them, and then I never.
Played them.
Yeah. I
Didn't
was
know
like-
how to play them.
Yeah,
Either
didn't
did
want
I.
to learn. Yeah, because they were saying a bunch of crazy shit, and I was like, I'm good.
It's like I have some.
Yeah.
I don't use them like you weirdos.
I became that was the moment I became an enjoyer. I was like, if you guys want to play, that's fine. But I'm far from learning all these different cards and what they do.
Once you start dressing like them,
Yeah.
And all the rules. You can only play certain cards at
Like
certain.
Pot of
The
Greed.
No, play,
Oh my god, that is the funniest.
which allows me
video.
to play Pot of Greed.
yeah, those were weird because there was no like board, was there?
No,
Was there a
it might-
board?
I don't think so.
You could just play it on the kitchen table. I'm pretty sure if you wanted to.
Yeah. Nathan's got something for us.
I do. I have a question about video games for you guys because I got the complete opposite end. And I'll say this first because there's a lot of sensitive listeners out there. I never got video games as a kid because my dad thought that the kids who played video games and were surrounded by all that violence were the people who did that violence in public schools.
Shield people, yeah.
Do you guys feel like since you
was right.
played those games, you have more of an urge to do that? Or is it still just not even there?
I would say with or without the games, I'd have the urge.
Been like this since birth.
Yeah.
Yeah. It started long before the games.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I have an urge to go in any schools.
No.
I don't.
No.
No, you have to be mentally ill to do
Yeah.
something like to go commit mass murder. There is something wrong with you. I mean,
Yeah.
there's always violence. There's always something wrong in the world. I mean,
I think it starts. It's not like the games are going to trigger that, you know?
no.
It's something way beyond video games. I think that probably makes people shoot a bunch of other people.
Yeah, we all played Modern Warfare 2.
Grand Theft Auto, all those violent.
I'm singling out the no Russian. The no Russian mission when the elevator doors swing open and you literally just mow down
Mass murder a mall.
Yeah, you're
or
at an
airport.
airport. Yeah, and you just mow down hundreds of people, and then I think that's your deciding factor. Something that you've either put down the controller after that, and you go, that was a crazy mission, or then you go, I think I want to do that one day.
Yeah,
It's
that
when you
feels nice.
decide if you want to be an enjoyer or not.
Yeah.
How far am I going to take this? Let's go LARP.
Yeah, let's play this episode again 4 more times.
Yeah.
Do you think that game developers should have like a button after that? Like it pops up a screen after this mall scene or whatever, the airport you said, right?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy this?
Yeah. Did you enjoy it? Or would you like to play another game like this or something different? And all
Just
the kids,
immediately
Would you
red
like to do
flag
this in
them?
real life?
yeah,
Yeah.
all the kids are like, yeah, I want to do it again. FBI to their house.
Would you like a free rifle sent to your house?
Yeah.
And how
Yeah.
far along are you in your frontal cortex process?
You're going to have to wait 15 more years until we can send you one.
Yeah, I used to play games like that. They were fun. I remember there was one game called State of Emergency, I want to say. And you just go in and that's what you did. You just murder everybody at this mall. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
It was a game.
It was, yes. Like the game at the time when I was 10 was fun.
Yeah.
I think it's a good outlet. If you have those urges, just go do it on the game.
Yeah.
Don't do it in real life, you know?
Yeah.
Go
God,
do it on the game.
I almost got the itch. Pull up some gameplay from State of Emergency, Nathan. Because that game, I don't know if you guys had that, but I remember loving that.
didn't.
You just start in the same place, walk in, there was guns like floating on the floor, pick them up. You got a Gatling gun you're carrying around, just mowing
Oh,
people down.
sweet.
Yeah. That was like maybe just like a mass murder game.
It sounds like it.
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
Nathan, I take that back. I think that game could could stem some stuff.
Changed my mind.
Yeah. Here we go.
There it is. Just beating the fucking
killed
brakes
me.
off them.
It
Oh, there's
was-
so many people.
Yeah. And you
Oh,
can
and you get points for doing
murder in there.
crimes. Oh, how fun.
That's not video game talking about. Japan has been a major player in the video game industry since 1980s. That's kind of when it started. Sega Genesis, we talked about. NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, not the N64, actually,
No.
but the NES. Some games. Game developers are known for their creativity and innovation and have produced many of the most beloved and influential video game franchises of all time. Super Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy, and Pokemon. Isn't Final Fantasy like another one of those culty games?
Yeah. And there's like 30 of them.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. And the games that, like, when you play them, they're like movies. I don't know, our one buddy is really into it, and he showed us some of the gameplay and stuff, and it's
Call them out. Who is it?
Or what? It's our one buddy that we go to actually
Oh.
watch anime
Anime?
and stuff
Yeah.
with.
Plays Final Fantasy?
Yeah, he did.
I
Big
feel
fan of
like
it.
Lamp Jake. You guys know Jake Spencer? Ginger?
Nope.
Friends with Thor?
Nope.
Oh.
The
Anyways,
Ginger?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ginger friend with, when you said that, yeah, I know who you're
Yeah.
talking about.
That's a dead ringer.
Yep.
He plays Final Fantasy. I think he streams it. So some of the challenges facing Japan's culture today. Japan's aging population is a major concern, with the country facing a demographic crisis due to low birth rates and an increasing number of elderly citizens. Why, if you guys had to put a stab, like if you had to take a guess at why there are low birth rates, what would you say?
Didn't culturally they stop having kids for a while?
That might have been China.
Was it China?
China
They're
put
saying to
like a limit on the number
Yeah,
of kids
they
you
could
could
only.
have.
Yeah, I think they could only have one
And if your
kid.
first kid was a girl, that was it. Yeah, that was the only kid you had.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I thought I saw something like that.
What if your first kid was a boy?
Then you could maybe have another one, I think. But yeah, Japan's different. I don't know what Japan's deal
Yeah.
is. Impotence? I don't
Depends
know.
how much. Yeah, you could have another one in China. It depends on how much boyish charm it had.
Exactly.
Do Japanese men not like talking to girls, or
Maybe they.
I think most Japanese men are Japanese women.
no? That's Thailand.
Yeah, that's different. Bangkok is a
Fair.
totally different place.
I don't know what
But-
it is, and I don't even know if it's on the notes, but I want to just say it's like their whole shtick, you know? They kind of just went into this thing where they're not having kids anymore. They're free spirits.
Maybe they
Maybe.
figured out how to just like grow them in a lab, like they were doing on Krypton, where they're just predestined to be garbage men and teachers and stuff. So they're just doing that. So they
I thought they were doing that in China.
God, dude, I don't know. The whole that, Asia's a place, man.
It's interesting things going
Yeah.
on.
You think you'll ever go to Asia?
I'd like to.
That'd be fun. I think we talked about this last episode. I'm a fan of Asian food.
Yeah, big fan of Thai, Japanese, Chinese food, Korean food.
I'd go visit.
Yeah.
not?
Korea. I'd love to go to like South Korea. Like those cities seem like they're the future. Like when you see some of the stuff that like the holograms that they got like in the middle of the like city squares, whatever you want to call them, like the trains that they have that go like 400 miles an hour.
Yeah. I feel like we have those, though,
Do we?
Did you ever
in
oh,
places.
Yeah, but like you mean like Little Tokyo or like shit like that, where it's like in Vegas or something like that, where it's just like a mock, or like we have like a little Paris.
Well, I don't know, because what do they have in South Korea? Like, I've never been like, man, I wish I could get on a plane to South Korea.
Look up like downtown Seoul, South Korea. Like it looks like something from Cyberpunk.
Pull that up. But did you ever see that video of that bullet? There's like someone took a video. They're sitting in a bullet train, and it was they stood up a quarter on its side, and it's that smooth riding in that train that you can stand a quarter up on its edge, and the train doesn't move, and it's going like 200 some miles an hour.
It's like gliding. Like
Yeah.
it's
It's
anti-gravity
insane.
potion, anti-gravity serum.
I was up Planet Pizza playing this coin game where you drop the coin and then it pushes, the coin pusher.
Yeah.
And I dropped a coin straight down and it landed on its side
No way.
on the moving thing.
That's nuts.
Did it give
I
you
was-
anything for it?
No, I was trying to get my phone out as quick as I could to take a video, and right as I pulled out my phone, it just flipped over on its
Tipped
side.
over.
Like it had its own free will.
Nathan, now look up like a metropolitan Tokyo.
Or maybe click on a picture.
But different cultures like that interest me. I think that's cool. Like
Yeah.
just like going there and like being able to experience like this is what everyday life is like for these people, where it's just vastly different from what we do
Yeah.
every day. I think that's interesting. I think it's cool.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like Abu Dubai.
Abu Dhabi.
What? Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Abu
Yeah.
Dhabi
Yep.
in Dubai.
Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, Abu
Yeah.
Dhabi.
That's a song. Tech
Sounds-
Nine and Chris Calico. It's a wild song.
Yeah. I mean, that looks like just a normal big city.
You're not
Yeah,
like
but
getting
look at the mountain
immersed
in
in
the
the
back.
city. Yeah, you're not getting immersed in that. You know what I mean? You need to like go like Google
Okay.
Street View. You know what?
Yeah. Okay. Pull
If
up a
you-
picture of Denver,
zoom in,
Colorado.
yeah.
Dude,
now I
I
feel
got
like I'm in
Google
there.
Earth on my phone. How often you guys Google Earthing?
Never.
Yeah.
Nothing compared to you.
Yeah, I get bored sometimes. Google Earth. Google Earth something.
Yeah, we talked about this on like episode 3,
Yeah.
remember?
Oh,
It's
did
like,
we?
yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
Google Earth in like the middle of Norway in case we're ever there one time. And I could be like, yep, we're in the right spot.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I
Okay,
just
now
think
Why
you're,
you pick the
you're putting
biggest-
us in the fucking
Yeah.
Himalayas.
Yeah, dude.
We're in the middle of
what's going
fucking
on?
nowhere.
in
see,
that-
that's where I think you guys are picking random cities in these places. Like you pick Seoul. Is that what it is? Or Seoul?
Seoul,
call,
South Korea.
better call Seoul. Yeah, like that doesn't look like a good soccer field.
I feel like I'm in Brazil right now.
Yeah. Where are you, Nathan? Can you zoom out?
With all of South Korea is what we're looking at. Right
Yeah.
now. Go to Seoul.
But yeah, so I feel like you look at Seoul and you
top
compare
left.
that
Right
to,
there, top left.
Go, Benny. Go on.
I feel like you picked this place, but the rest of South Korea is probably an absolute shithole. So if you compare
Maybe
our
there's-
best city to this,
Yeah. What is our best city though?
Williston.
The Big Apple.
Boomtown, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, this looks great. Actually,
Yeah.
I would love to go there.
top down view. Yeah, I don't know. I've just never had the itch.
Go to Tokyo, Nathan. Find Tokyo. Just zoom out and go to Japan. I get okay, that too. Toyko.
Yeah, there it is. Good grief.
Toyko. Oh shit. I mean, but look how big this place is. It's nuts. It's like the world's largest metropolitan area.
Yeah. But like, what if you compare that to, Detroit?
Detroit.
Detroit.
Oh, man.
How many murders per capita do
I was
they
gonna
have?
say far less gun shootings and stabbings. Maybe. I feel like criminally, I gotta feel like Japan's pretty well behaved. You know, I mean,
you would think so. Who wants to kill a Japanese person?
You believe? What
No.
about the?
We did in 1942.
I guess
wanted to kill
we
more
just
than
had that
one.
itch. Yeah.
Yeah, we scratched it.
Yeah, but you got to say that we were kind of cool about it because we didn't go for the biggest city that they had.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we didn't go
Alright.
for Tokyo.
Yeah.
The crime situation is having an impact on the public sense of security. Japan has consistently had low crime levels. Relative to other societies, Japan has one of the lowest homicide rates, recording 0.2 homicides per 100,000 people in 2020, compared to the United States, which recorded 5.3.
Yeah. They're not killing anybody.
Quite a
over
number.
there.
Yeah, don't know how.
Is it the Yakuza that does the Japanese mob? Are they responsible for 0.19 of that, you think?
Is that what the Yakuza is?
Yeah, I think they're the Japanese mob.
Wait a minute.
That's 3 per 1,000. Is that right? Mine
No,
on North
wait.
Dakota?
3 per 1,000, and they had 0.2 for 100,000.
Yeah.
Nice.
So compared to Japan, Minot is Detroit. You know what I mean? So what is Detroit compared to Japan? What do you call that?
0.00.
Like
That's what
World
it is.
War
compared,
II?
A bad
That's what it is
neighborhood.
compared to Minot. 0.00. Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's about 1,000 times worse in Minot than it is in Japan.
And it's still relatively low, though.
I'm mildly impressed how you just snapped that fraction comparison up and then you spelled Tokyo wrong.
I'm mildly not sure that he got that fraction correct after
I wasn't
I watched
here
him
to
type in
proofread.
Toyko.
No, what I did was I took basically the amount of people.
Well, it would have to be if I had to say it was
This is
a
why you don't
certain-
get water with your ice, Liam.
I got it now.
Just let it sit there long enough. You'll get some water.
Yeah, I'm gonna start breathing.
Nathan divided 0.2 divided by
I divided
1,000,
the amount of people by
100,000.
the amount of people by they gave me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's there. He just plugged it in. I mean, praise him for it. Good job.
Excellent
But,
work.
Yeah.
Can I just have this one thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We just
I
gave it
said
to you.
Praise
Seemed
him
like you're
for
kind
it.
of shitting on it.
Why would I be shitting on it? I said praise him for it.
Okay,
You're the best producer we've ever had.
I'm the.
only
No,
I-
you have had two others.
Exactly.
We've had 3 total, yeah.
3.
Small sample size, though.
Yeah.
But so far, you're
We should
blowing
mix
them
in
out
like
of the
5
water.
more.
So we're putting out a roll call.
If anyone wants to try producing one of the 3 Dudes episodes,
You must be decently good at math. Don't need to know how to spell Tokyo.
Yeah,
not
spelling.
not a requirement.
you can be 100% reliant on spell check.
We're
Yeah.
doing Stone Age interviews. You show up in a room with me, and if you can defeat me in hand-to-hand combat, you can take my job.
I like that actually.
I do like
How many
that.
people you think you could kill before someone takes
7.
your job? 7.
Yeah.
Because
What if the first contestant comes in is fucking Rey
A
Mysterio?
woman.
Well, Rey Mysterio did already kill a guy, so
Exactly. Odds are stacked against you a little bit.
And I haven't,
Fair.
officially,
Fair. Yeah.
allegedly.
Gotta
Once
say.
you go to 1, 2's not much more, you know?
yeah, it's not a big step further down from there. Yeah,
Doesn't Jim Jeffries have a joke about Bill Cosby?
yeah.
He's like, once you hit 30,
Same prison time. Keep going, I say.
You know,
Yeah.
we can tie this into Japan. Like, there's a bunch of soldiers out there that, how many people out there that have gone out into war and like just killed one person, and that's it.
35, I think.
And like, right? Yeah, let's say 35. But like the guy who dropped the nuke
Yeah.
on Japan, like
Good ratio.
whole different like ball game. Coming home knowing like, oh my goodness, I killed a guy.
But do you
Then-
think he thinks
You
that?
think he went
The
home
dude's
and thought he
like,
killed,
I
killed
I
a
just
guy.
annihilated a city.
You know what they?
I think I
maybe
might have
could've
hurt
done?
someone down there with that.
He's like, I only count the one kill as the guy. The bomb landed on the guy's head. Well, actually, it explodes over the air, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like
100
when
yards
a
up.
little kid is watching somebody go hunting or something like that, and they kill it, and they go, "Does that hurt the animal?" And that guy's sitting there going, "Is this gonna hurt them?" And when he drops the bomb,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen on them bigger jobs.
but maybe they did it like firing squad style, like where 5 people line up and 4 of them get a blank and 1 of them get a real bullet. That way, the person that kills them doesn't have that on their conscience. You know what I mean?
I think you would know if you're the guy
Yeah.
who dropped the bomb.
Right, but
They had
maybe there
5
was like
planes.
4 guys.
Or I mean,
4
if they
guys
had
up there.
5 planes right next
4
to each
guys.
other in the air, and they all drop the identical thing the same time, but only one of them's the actual
Right.
bomb, you're gonna have
Or-
a hard time knowing that one.
Yeah, or they all have a button, but only
I
one
don't think
works.
so. I think you put the people in the plane that are really diehard American fans, and they're like, "Pff, I'll fly that thing.
Let's do it.
Yeah, they
Get them Japanese
They
men.
just can't wait to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you're getting timid people like, yeah, you got to drop the bomb, man. He's
Did the plane make it out of there?
like,
Do I have
No.
to?
Did the plane make it out? I think it flew
Yeah.
away.
It did.
I'd
I
hope.
wasn't there, but probably.
I talked to it.
Sat
Okay.
down and talked to the guy. You think you hurt those people? I don't know. Could have been a fake bomb.
I don't even know what I dropped.
Yeah.
I didn't hit the button. I was just flying the plane.
Didn't even know I dropped
I
anything.
wonder if it was a remote button or if he actually had like a pull the lever, you know?
And he just cranked the doors open.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or he was
Or do you
down
think
there
it-
and like it jammed and he
It
was
act-
like pushing it, like get the hell
Stomping
out of
on
here.
it?
Yeah.
It wasn't intentional. He's like, hey, dude, can you release the paratrooper that's going into, help one of our guys that's down there? Yeah, sure. Wait, you didn't click the left one, did you?
Bomb button and paratrooper button are right next to each other.
They both have the
Yeah,
same
like-
acronym.
Dude, I had no idea. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Guess we're
It just
going
said
to war.
two. It was two drop buttons. He said the left one.
We said don't press the last one.
Oh.
All right, so let's talk about why Japanese are not repopulating. So high cost of living. Japan is known for its high cost of living, particularly. I've always struggled with that word. Particularly in urban areas like Tokyo. The high cost of housing, education, and healthcare can make it difficult for young people to start families and support children. Changing gender roles. Traditional gender roles in Japan have placed a heavy burden on women to be responsible for child rearing and domestic duties. As they've gained more opportunities in the workforce, some may be choosing to delay or forego having children. They just don't want to be stay-at-home moms anymore.
I guess if they want
I don't know
to,
if they can't afford to be stay-at-home moms anymore.
Yeah, inflation.
I guess if a one household income isn't, or one income household isn't enough to have a household, then maybe you don't have enough,
That's in you
not
just
enough bread to pop some buns
you
in
have
the oven.
you have another child, so then it's a 2 household income.
There you go.
Send them to the salt mines.
How they get their
Those
check back,
phones
yeah.
need to be put together.
Yeah, someone's got to build the stuff I'm using.
Yeah.
Cultural factors. Some experts believe that cultural factors such as preference for a singlehood or a focus on individualism over family may be contributing to Japan's low birth rate. Yeah. Society in Japan. Cultural norms and practices in Japanese society. Japanese culture places a strong emphasis on respect and honor, with individuals expected to defer their elders and authority figures. You were mentioning that, weren't you?
What?
It's very respect driven.
Oh, yeah.
Japan.
Yeah. They got pretty high morals.
Yeah.
That's like you guys know who Shohei Ohtani is.
Oh, yeah.
If the guy who is catching when he's at bat, if he is older than him, Ohtani walks around behind him to get to the batter's box. But if he's not older than him, then he'll walk in front of him. But because he knows he's supposed to show respect to his elders, and you're not supposed to walk in front of somebody who's older than you.
No shit.
Do you ever
Yeah.
think he just maybe,
Forgot.
yeah, it's just like, shit, what am I doing here? Or he's like looking at the pitch clock and he's like, I don't have much time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Don't have much time. Oh,
You think he says it like that?
I gotta,
Japanese like?
Yeah. I got to get in the
Get
box.
this big 6'4", 260-pound man. He's
Oh,
sorry.
Best player in the MLB, yeah.
just timid.
Honorific language and appropriate titles are used when addressing others. Customs and behaviors such as bowing and removing shoes are observed. Maybe he should remove his shoes at the batter's box.
Yeah, he's entering the catcher's doghouse. You know what I mean?
Sets him down for him.
Yeah. Takes his cleats off.
Starts, he bows to the catcher, shines his shoes.
Yeah.
I feel like I would just walk around behind everybody because what if he's not really sure their age?
Yeah.
Probably looks.
So what does he
has
do?
Someone tell him.
He's like, hey, how old is this catcher?
I'm
What's
sure.
up?
I'm sure
How
they
old
know.
are you?
I
What-
gotta know. I gotta go left or right. He's like, 2 woods diverged. Isn't there 2 paths or whatever?
Something like that.
Mark-
Mr. Robert Frost and Shohei Ohtani.
They met.
Yep.
They're yin and yang. Group harmony and avoiding conflict are emphasized through the concept of wa. Are you guys conflict avoiders?
Yeah. I'd consider myself a conflict avoider. Yeah.
I'm not very confrontational.
I don't love it.
No.
No. The last week I had to go work at a different job site, and so we pulled up to the first one where all my tools were at. And my journeyman, he was taking me over to our gang box, and I said, "Yeah, it's just right over into this door right here." And he just drove past it. I just didn't say anything. And he pulls around to the other half of the building, and he goes, is it this one? And I go, actually, it was the one back there. I just didn't want to say anything. I'm pretty conflict free. Yeah.
You're
That
like,
is,
I'm not
like-
even going to tell him he's messing up right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
he could have been driving into it straight into the lake, and Lee would have been like,
Actually, they're back there.
yeah.
Yeah.
We passed it hours ago. I just didn't want to bring it up. Figure we could just maintain some job security, drive around for a bit.
Yeah.
That is the epitome of just minding your own business right there.
I'm fucking good at minding my own business. I'll tell you that much. I didn't know what to say.
Let's
'Cause
go grab the
told him
steering wheel.
I felt pretty, well, because I thought he was just going to like turn over into the left there and park the truck.
Just
And he
scream at him.
Just kept, yeah. Well, I've never worked with him.
Oh,
And so he was kind of a stranger. But so he just kept driving, and I was like, I'm sure he'll stop eventually.
What if he just like drove an hour away?
Actually,
At what point would
We-
it have taken you to be like,
once,
where are we going?
once we got to the job site, and then he goes, "You got your tools?" And I said, "No, actually, we drove past him."
You
I
left him.
I didn't want to say anything.
You left them long ago.
No.
I thought I was just going to use yours today because you you just kept driving past
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah,
Thought you had an extra set.
it'd be
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
why did you say something? What would be your answer if he looks at you? And go, why the hell did you say something?
I'd probably just say, I thought you had a plan. You just kept- I told him, I said, it's that orange door right there. And he just kept driving. So I was like, must not like that one, I guess.
I feel like I had
just
too
said,
much
"Okay."
trust in you, man.
I decided I got faith.
Yeah.
So he just took me around to the other side. And he goes, "Oh, I didn't, my bad." I go, "Whatever."
Took you home, started making you dinner. Like, I think I was just part of his family now.
Yeah. Helped him do the dishes afterwards. Sat down and watched a movie.
It's like, is it this door right here? It's just his guest bedroom.
Yeah. Can I go in here?
No, I think it's the orange one. It's way back
Actually, yeah.
He looks at you. You got your tools?
Yeah, it looks at me after dinner. Hey, did you get your tools?
there.
Actually.
It's the next morning he's making you coffee.
Yeah. Hey,
got your tools, right?
Whatever happened to your tools? No. Actually,
I thought we were just gonna live together. Honestly, I figured we'd just get a different job,
maybe
maybe move away together.
be lumberjack somewhere.
The emphasis on respect and talked about that a little bit. The role of family is also very important in Japanese culture, with strong bonds between parents and children, and a focus on maintaining family traditions. These words are just struggling today. Japan is also known for its strong work ethic, with many employees working long hours and taking few vacations. Phone's got to be made.
Yeah.
They say that if you get caught sleeping on the job, it's actually a good thing because you've shown that you've worked yourself to the point of exhaustion.
God.
I thought you were really gonna say like they murder you.
Yeah, I
after
thought
that.
you were gonna say, "Yep, they."
Maybe some places, yeah.
But then they look at the homicide stats and like
we
You
can't.
can't. Yeah.
We can't bump these numbers up.
Yeah.
They just tie you to a post, and you're shot.
They stone you.
They have a shooting post in the middle of each floor at the office building.
You'll put your head on that conveyor belt. Next worker's gonna remove it.
Or pop that thing off like a doll.
Yeah.
Look at, hey, Jim, you've been promoted. Come cut his head off.
There's one conveyor belt just for removing heads of the fallen, of the ones that have fallen asleep. Like
Yeah.
right now, we put you on the conveyor belt.
Yeah, you
Please
next,
don't.
pal.
I'm just
Nathan, how do you like to be
working
on
so
camera?
hard.
Well, this will wake you up. Tattoos in Japan.
Oh,
Look at you,
consider
revitalized.
me awake.
Tattoos in Japan have complicated history and are still associated with criminal activity and the Yakuza, the Japanese mafia. Broden, we'll throw back to that. I think it was a layup from Liam. Yeah.
I
What?
said that.
Is your hand up like you're going
I
to
have a
stop
question.
somebody?
No, yeah, what? No, I mean,
Okay.
the Yakuza. I was right, I guess.
Normally I don't see you sitting like this, so I was just
I
curious.
was just pat.
What's
away.
the Yakuza?
Is that in the notes somewhere?
Is that the gang?
Japanese mafia.
All right, just making sure.
As a result, many public places in Japan, such as hot springs and bathhouses, prohibit people with tattoos from entering. And guys, I have this on the notes from google.com, but Liam actually threw this in there first. He just said, hey, throw this in there a little bit. Pull up a picture of what the Yakuza look like. That's
That's,
more so what I'm curious about.
Pull up a picture of a
You're like
Japanese
Adam Schefter.
bathhouse.
Reporting news.
Thank you.
I caught it. Yeah. I like how.
Yeah,
Oh
definitely not
man,
it.
come on, pal. That's on purpose, hey?
Holy
That
shit.
seems.
Oh, it's a video game.
Oh,
Oh.
that's exactly how I pictured it.
That is
Jumpsuit,
the
jumpsuits.
sweatsuit and then businessmen everywhere. That is how you know you're top dollar.
Japanese photos always look like their heads are photoshopped into the picture.
Go
Look
on.
at the guy in the back. Over the guy with the white jumpsuits.
Yeah.
Zoom in on that guy, Nathan.
There's-
Right over the top left of the guy in the white jumpsuit to the left with the weird face. They
Yeah.
all got weird faces.
Here's the best part. That man,
Oh, easy.
that man could either be 6'8" or 5'10", and we don't know which is which.
Because we don't know what the standard is. Of all those men, who's the average? You know?
Yeah, what's the average height of a
There's
guy
no
in Japan,
median
Nathan?
whatsoever.
Oh man.
Ugh. This is hard to watch.
Interesting.
I don't think you're gonna find it. Try using keywords.
There we go. 5 feet, 5.3.
Wow.
5 feet 3 inches is the average height for women.
Oh. What's men?
No, of men. That's 5 point. Yeah,
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 and
5'3".
4'10" for women.
Wow,
That's wild. Why are they so small?
that's where Wonka went to get all his people.
Oh, the Oompa Loompas, you mean?
Yeah.
They're Japanese.
Could be.
Of descent.
Where else do you find
Yeah.
that many people that short?
So we all know about the
An elementary school.
They're all children.
Yeah.
we all know about like the bat and the toddler thing. Like how many toddlers could you stop with a bat? How many Japanese people do you think you could pick up, throw more than a foot before you get overpowered by them? Because 5 foot, what? That's throwable.
5'3". Yeah, that's like
I don't even think you need to throw them. You just push them over. They'll go a foot.
that's like at 5'3" is like at my nipples.
Yeah, it's pretty down there.
It'd be so easy for them to suck on Liam.
We should take a trip. This sounds like a place we need to go to.
Imagine, yeah, we'd be walking around. They'd look at us like we're giants.
Dude,
I just saw some video on TikTok of there was like the most fun thing to do in Japan, and it was just some regular heighted dude walking around Japan, and he stopped, had his buddy take a video of him, and he jumped up and touched a street sign, which I can only imagine was 7 feet off the ground, and everyone around him lost their minds.
That's crazy that there's that many short people running around over
You
there.
guys-
I used to have a T-shirt. I remember now. You guys unlocked a memory for me.
I thought you were going to say you used to have one of them.
No, I used to have a Japanese man, but it literally just said, "I'm huge in Japan."
What?
Yeah, I
Serious?
had a
Like
T-shirt.
the English words,
I'm huge in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it could have also been Japanese words that just said, "I'm huge."
Yes, that's what I thought it said. Yeah.
No, English words that said, "I'm huge in Japan."
That's awesome.
That would be so fun to just walk around and like look down the whole time.
Yeah.
I think you'd have a bad neck after a few days.
I feel like I feel like Will Ferrell on the set of Elf.
Yeah,
I think that's
I suppose they would have to accommodate the height of those people over there if the demographic is that much smaller. They probably have smaller things.
wonder why there are no tall people. Are just the tall people not having sex with them?
There aren't any.
Yeah. So
there's
there's
so
not enough.
few of them.
There's no
Yeah.
talls.
Yeah, but there's no like talls over here going over there.
Some.
What do you? I don't know. Maybe I think
Not enough.
if you progress farther from an enjoyer, then you go and you
You've
really
gotta
start
have-
enjoying in Japan.
Yeah.
You've got to have an enjoyment for Japanese women.
once you hit rung number 5 on that ladder.
5. Okay, so 4'10" was the women, right?
Yeah.
Under 4'11" is considered a midget.
Really?
Serious?
I think that's the stat.
To our standards or what?
To mine.
Just made it up.
Because to me, if I see someone under 4'11", that's what I'm gonna call.
So
them.
you're gonna say all the women are midgets then?
I think you have to say that.
Huh? That's
Well, not all, because that's just an average.
I'll just say, how tall are you? Are you like 6'2", right?
6'2", yeah.
Yeah.
So they'd be
They
cl-
are a foot shorter than you on average.
Yeah,
That's
which is
crazy.
I would need your shirt. Can I have
I'm
that
huge
shirt?
in Japan. I think it might be findable.
Like, what do they do for the?
If
And-
you went to Japan with that shirt, you would have to change it to the actual Japanese lettering where it would just say "I'm huge." So then when they read it, they would be like, "Oh,
That guy is self-aware.
so funny."
He's so funny. That was more Chinese.
Mr.
Yeah?
American, very tall.
That was good, bro. Have you been?
You've been.
I want to.
So yeah, tattoos. The taboo surrounding tattoos in Japan is rooted in the country's history of criminal punishment, where tattoos were used as a means of marking criminals and outcasts. That's like the Star of David.
Yeah,
Mm.
like
Japanese
if you were a
people.
leper, you just got a full sleeve.
What's a leper?
Okay.
Leprosy?
Yeah. Or you get really sick.
Yeah.
You get
Like
get
you
leprosy.
disintegrate.
Yeah. And your body, yeah, it's really bad.
I said, I
And
thought
so- and
leprosy
so
is
they
like
would
terminal.
they would like awesome. I'm pretty sure it is.
It's what?
terminal.
Oh yeah, you die from leprosy if you had it, but it's like eradicated.
Yeah, that's where the saying comes from. Like being a leper is like they're off on their own because they didn't want
They
to
don't
be
want-
around them.
Yeah,
Did you say it's eradicated? Like we got rid of it?
yeah, it's like polio. It's not really around anymore. It's
How did you get it before? Rats,
leprosy.
honey.
Oh man, how
I
would
feel like it could come from honey for some reason.
I'd just say like lack of hygiene because leprosy was a
it's
thing
a-
of
it's a
way
bad.
back.
It's a bad breath disease.
Hmm.
Do you want
What
us to read that, Nathan? People greet but can't.
No.
Never mind. Oh, no.
Sorry. No, I was gonna look up because my grandma was telling me she's from Thailand, not Japan, but in like the proper etiquette because they're huge on etiquette there, and it would suck for all of us because she told me that you're not supposed to keep your head above an elder person's head. So if you're walking past your
Crawl
dad,
everywhere.
you would have to bow below his head as you pass him, and that's like one of the things we respect. So for us, we might as well chop off our legs.
Yeah, you might as well just get me some like roller skates that I can
Wear
tie
on
to
my
my
knees,
knees.
yeah.
and-
Imagine
Couple of
how
those sticks and just paddling my way.
imagine how good of uppercuts you could hide though, if you're bowing and then you come up.
just from the ground.
They think
my-
it's
the-
they think it's
the
respect.
uppercut from hell.
Yeah,
And you just catch them and you.
you go on a Japanese uppercutting rampage.
How far high in the air could you punch a 5'2" man if you brought your fist and scraped your knuckles along the concrete? And
Probably about 7 feet because their ceilings are probably about 7 feet and then just bounce off the
could
ceiling.
could you hit him through the ceiling?
Maybe you'd at least be ringing the bell at the arcade games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played one of those arcade games this weekend where you hit it with the hammer, but it's a soft touch one.
Oh, you got to
It's like-
get it precise. It's
yeah.
not a strength
Yeah.
one.
It's a scam one.
Ooh.
It's a scam one. It is. They never give me the jackpot. This association with criminal activity has persisted even as tattoos have become more mainstream in other popular parts of the world. As a result of this taboo, many hot springs bathhouses talked about that. Some establishments may allow people with small, discreet tattoos to enter if they cover up with bandages or clothing, while others may require customers to use private baths instead of communal ones. I feel like I'd want my own bath anyways.
Yeah, well, you don't have much of a choice anymore, do you?
They
You
all share.
criminal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you go to the hot springs and
It's like
You,
going to the sauna at the YMCA. You don't want to, but you're gonna see some old dude's nuts, man.
Yeah, especially if you're looking for them.
Yeah, you don't even have to be looking for them necessarily. But
Yeah, it's they just lay them there
yeah, they're just
because they
everywhere.
can. Like they can lay them next to them.
Yeah, old dudes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Take
no.
them
like when they're
off.
sitting, they take them off. They reattach them in the locker room.
It's like dumplings.
They'll do some like balloon art with them, like your clown. They'll make a nutsack puppy
Bicycle?
for
They'll
you.
make a nutsack nunchuck and just whipping them around over their shoulders.
Oh wow!
Just knock you out with one, get you right in the cheek, and leave a.
Catch you right in the cheek with the left one is what they'll do.
The nut check. Oh yeah, that's a good time.
I'd like to
Um,
pump my own tires real quick and say that everything you're saying on the sheet, I said in the chat.
Yeah, you did.
That's pretty hype. I don't know why I know that.
I don't know why either. Would you
I'll
like
tell
to
you
tell
why.
us why?
I'll tell you why.
Wait, you mean even as far as the old man nutsack?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was from an anime I watched.
Okay. So I'd probably be shot and stoned and tarred and feathered if I
Yeah.
was there.
You'd be done for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucked.
You're like Japan's most wanted with all that ink.
Part of the Yakuza.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Traveling to Japan. Japan is home to many beautiful temples and shrines. That's one thing I think we're lacking here in America is temples and shrines.
Like old style like architecture. That's
Yep.
yeah.
What's the one A word we couldn't figure out?
What?
Archaeacal.
Oh, archaic.
No.
Archaeacal.
I remember what
Yeah,
you're talking
it was
about
goofy.
now.
Archaeacal or something like that. Traveling to Japan, so temples and shrines, including the famous Golden Pavilion. I love the word pavilion in Kyoto and the Meiji Shrine in Tokyo. The country's bustling cities, including Tokyo and Osaka, offer a unique blend of ancient traditions and modern technology. You guys want to visit a shrine ever?
I would. What shrine? What are
Yeah,
we
what-
shrining?
Mm-hmm. The
Isn't that a
circus.
movie?
Yeah, the Shrine Circus with those
The Shining is a movie, pal.
those
Oh.
giant
Yeah,
men,
but the Shining. I said the shrining.
Oh
those giant men riding tricycles with the tassel hats.
yeah. And there's a really
I'm
really
good on that. I don't know. That feels like such a cult to me. I just don't.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, you guys go
Please
to the
stay
Shrine
away.
Circus? It's going on right now.
is it?
I feel like maybe it's over.
Didn't Mick just go
yeah.
for the first
What's
time?
going on here?
I don't know what's going on up there. Japanese cuisine.
Go on. I love Japanese cuisine.
Japanese cuisine is also a major draw for visitors with opportunities to sample everything from sushi to ramen to matcha flavored sweets.
What's matcha?
I don't know, but I was at a coffee shop this morning. My girlfriend got a matcha. Something.
Was it good?
I didn't try it. It was green.
Try it.
Huh.
Nah. I
Try
think
it.
I've had it before. I don't
Does-
really like green drinks
We
because then
had-
I immediately think of kale.
Oh yeah.
Or
Kale's
like a
good for you,
kelp
though.
shake.
A kelp shake. Hey, that was like a thing, a big thing.
What about AG1? Athletic Greens.
And that brings us to our first sponsor, Athletic Greens.
I've been thinking about it.
Dude, I want to
I've
try.
been, I've been hearing so much about it.
I heard it tastes like shit though, because Presley Honored. I don't know if she listens to this show, but she got it and she said it doesn't taste amazing.
might not.
I heard people were mixing it with OJ to make it better instead of water.
Yeah, I'd like to try it, but is it expensive?
I don't even know.
I have no idea. I've never looked it up.
I
know
want to say
that-
it's like $100 a month or something.
what?
Holy
Oh,
piss!
Fuck that.
What would you think it was?
I would
don't
think
know. I
it'd
was
be
hoping less than that.
like 30, like $1 a day, like
I'll,
30
I'll
bucks
eat a
month.
handful of grass out of my backyard. I'm good. I'm good
There's
on
got to be some
AG1.
nutrients in there, especially after all the dog shit.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
You'll keep eating a
Fertilized.
handful of grass every day.
every day I get home from work.
Yep, there you go.
chew
Which
it.
brings us to the good point here about grass is my dad wanted us to mention this on the show. How long do you think a piece of grass would grow if we didn't cut it?
I've seen some pretty tall lawns.
Because I mowed my lawn today.
I've seen some grass that's like hip height.
Yeah, I used
Like
to cut it
gross.
when I was during the flood. All those flooded homes got bought by the bank,
Mhm.
and they needed someone to mow the yard. And I did like one of them, and then my dad did the rest because I was like, mowing's not my thing. It's not my gig. Shot a rock through someone's window one time.
Nice.
Yeah, Donnie Rosted. He paid me to mow his yard that summer, and a bunch of rocks in his yard. I didn't pick them up. Thought you come over rocks,
I used to mow for my neighbors, and they had a bunch of kids.
mowed them
Right.
over.
Yeah, mowed the kids over. Should have. They were. What would we say?
There's some deep rooted.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
man.
like,
There's the
man,
thought in it, man.
if I did
Those
one.
kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
Now you mention it.
They were what's after enjoyers. They were that.
Obsessors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shriners. They were Shriners. Yeah. But I told them to pick up all their toys, and they never did. And I just didn't care. I broke
Mowed
so
over their
many
toys.
Yeah. Said I'm not picking them up. You guys aren't paying me that much.
Yeah.
Big yard, like $30 to do it all. Took me like 2 hours. It's not a lot of money.
Bro, and weren't we going to start a lawn mowing business?
Were we?
Did we?
It's like a few weeks ago you guys were talking about
No,
this.
this must have been like high school or middle school.
I want to say it was middle school. I thought we threw that idea around the yard.
Yeah, me, you, and Barch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to do something. And, well, that
Oh.
went like soap down the drain.
Apparently it didn't happen.
Like soap down the drain. I'm going to have to add that to my sayings list. All right. So right here, Nathan's got bamboo is the world's tallest grass. That's no. Bamboo's not fucking grass.
Bamboo
Have you
is
seen-
technically classified as a grass.
Yeah, well, have you fucking felt it?
How about just like
Have you?
lawn grass?
Yeah.
When have you felt bamboo?
When I was in Japan.
But who's got bamboo just in their front yard? Like that's all it is your front yard is bamboo.
Enjoyers.
Yeah.
People who are obsessors.
Panda
Yeah.
bears. I mean,
Yeah.
Dude, I think we just got bamboozled. You think that's where bamboozled came from?
Maybe.
could be.
Because
It's a grass in India. That's a grass, dude. It's hard.
I thought it had like a bark on it.
Wait, what do I, hey. The Forest Act of 1927 legally defined bamboo as a tree.
Where?
I just read that up top.
Oh yeah, the Forest Act.
Oh yeah, that's so it legally
Oh,
it's a
so
tree.
so they can't cut it from
Technically,
the forest.
it's a grass.
Huh? Where? It's fucking right there.
Dude, all those symbols and stuff that you're looking at, they make sounds and words.
He's gonna get. Well, don't mute me. There you go.
Where on this thing does it say bamboo is a tree?
The Forest Act of 1927 legally defined bamboo as a tree.
This is in India.
Nathan, can you see it?
Yeah, I can. And look, the headline of it is bamboo species. It's a grass.
Okay, so
And
That's
then
just saying-
it's sub
So
articles
I'm gonna
into
go
saying
ahead.
in India.
I'm gonna let you guys know what this thing is doing. Technically, scientifically, it's a grass. Legally, they made it a tree so you couldn't deforest it.
Yes.
correct.
Like the species
Deforestation.
of
It's
bamboo,
both.
yeah, is a tree because it has small roots.
Bamboo does?
Yes.
How do you know?
And I read it somewhere.
Ah,
This
you're
guy's-
the
this
knower
guy's-
of all grass, huh?
Because
guy's gonna
bamboo
be
is
a
a grass.
fucking
It has very shallow
grass
root
shaman by
system
the end of
with
this
ribosomes
episode.
only populating the top 6 inches of the soil. The rest of the roots only spread about around 14 inches deeper.
No, that's not true.
It's on the TV.
Are you just gonna believe everything you read on the internet, Nathan?
I am.
It's .org. It's not .com. I'm trying to school
.org's
stuff with
even
them.
worse. They're getting paid by the government to just implant stuff in your brain and make you believe everything they want.
Did you know .org's a fallacy? I can go buy a .org website domain right now.
Exactly.
We could have done 3dudes.com. No, couldn't have done .com. We could have done 3dudespodcast.org if we wanted.
Really?
That would have been interesting.
.net. What is a .net?
It's
Could buy that too.
So .gov is the only one that's
.gov I
or
don't think you can
edu.
buy.
.edu is educational.
We're
But
an
I think you can
educational
still buy
podcast.
those. Yeah. So you have to be like Cambridge if you want to buy the EDU.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at here. This is
Cambridge.
this is an
bamboo
EDU.
control. They're really getting out of hand.
Yeah, they are.
We got to do something about this bamboo.
Turn them back to a grass, man. We gotta deforest these guys. Okay, we're looking, but we're
South
not gonna read
Carolina,
it. Yeah.
exotic. They got
Well, it says here because bamboo is a grass, it can tolerate occasional mowing.
tolerate.
Yeah. Good luck.
Japanese dads go crack open a cold one just to go mow their bamboo.
They're called Yingling, and then they go out and just crush some bamboo.
I promise you could not weed whack that.
I would say that like they have to get their dogs out of the bamboo because they eat it, but they don't have the dog problem there.
Okay.
This is true.
All right. We have talked about tattoos. Liam, anything else on tattoos?
No.
Talked about traveling there. Crazy facts. Let's go some crazy facts and we'll wrap this episode up. Japan has over 5.5 million vending machines, which is more than any country in the world. These machines sell everything from drinks and snacks to umbrellas and neckties.
I've seen, they have like crazy ones there. Like where they'll give you a hot bowl of ramen out of one of those.
One that I thought about the other day is I forget about umbrellas until it rains. And even then I don't really remember them.
No.
Who's got the time to I've never once thought, oh, it's gonna rain tomorrow. I should put my umbrella in my truck.
I just like when we came back from softball and it was pissing on us.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, shit, I have to run outside and I'm going to get soaked. When I easily could have just went, I don't have to get
Let
soaked.
me
I'll
just
just use an umbrella.
Grab an umbrella. Yeah.
Didn't even go cross my mind.
Do you have one?
I think.
I think they're obsolete now.
Oh, I got one.
I
I just put it in my golf bag.
I have one in my golf bag, I was going to say.
I just don't think I'm ever going to be outside long enough to where rain's going to be a factor. If it is raining, because then I'll just go inside.
Actually, now that you mention it, I'm anti-umbrella. I want to feel that rain, dude.
I was going to say you shouldn't own one.
I'm feeling that rain.
Natasha Bedingfield.
Exactly.
Huh?
Umbrella. The song Umbrella. Umbrella, Ella, Ella,
You say Rihanna?
Yeah, Rihanna
Yes.
sang the song Umbrella.
Who the fuck is Rihanna? I'm just fucking with you.
Where are we at? Is it considered impolite to blow? It is
Oh.
considered impolite to blow your nose in public in Japan, and many people carry handkerchiefs or tissues with them for this purpose. Handkerchiefs, never been a fan. You guys fans? I feel like you have to be 85 to have one.
I got him.
I'd
You have
love
a
to have a
handkerchief?
kerchief.
I have like 6. I keep one in the back pocket of my work pants every day
Must be a blue collar thing.
typically like there's dust and a lot of shit wherever I'm working. My nose just gets all gross, so I just blow my nose with a handkerchief, throw it in the wash at the end of the week.
I usually just blow my nose straight into the garbage can.
You
I
go,
can't do that.
You just go one a day.
It just gets all over me. A handkerchief? No, I'll rock that handkerchief all week.
Oof.
I mean, I'm not blowing in it every day. Some days I have to, some days I don't.
So then, do you
So
have
it's
to
not
like,
like it's loaded.
do you have to like strategize where to blow?
Yeah, I mean, you fold it like 6 times because it's like this big. So then you go 1.
But do you
Two.
like blow fold, blow fold, blow fold?
No, I unravel the whole thing, and then I will blow into that section. I'll blow into that side, like however many
Do you
times
like
I can.
do you like Sharpie quadrants so you know where to blow?
It's already on there. It's wrinkled in there because it's
Really?
in my back pocket.
Oh, so you fold it.
I fold it.
it's
Yeah, I
creased.
fold
You
it
fold
up.
it proper. You don't just stuff her.
No, that'd be criminal.
God,
You're not
just so
doing the old
much-
like when you stuff a 20 in someone's pocket. You're not doing that.
Yeah, how would you go bring my car out front?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You go tip them to bring your car around with a dirty handkerchief covered in snot.
Look down.
It's the Audi A4 over on the side.
Yeah. Did you just stick your nose fucking tissue in my
Booger smear down his dress shirt. No.
You blowing it and then tuck it in there?
Yeah.
By,
That'd be the
put this
got
in the
one-
glove compartment when you get there.
You got one left
serious
over on your
disrespect.
finger, and you just give him a little wag on the chin.
Yeah.
Just oof. I'd get so pissed if I got somebody else's boogers on me.
Yeah, I mean that's a thing I've never
Oh, you know,
wanted.
you know what? That reminds me. It's kind of messed up. I always thought it was hilarious, and I'll still do it. I'll probably do it until I die. But if we're out at the lake doing something and we're all a little drunk, I will absolutely look at the sun until I have to sneeze and then sneeze on whoever's closest to me. I think it's hilarious. I think it's so funny.
And you got wet ones.
That makes you
It's 'cause-
sneeze?
When you look at the sun,
Yeah, it'll make
if
you
you catch it
sneeze.
just right, yeah,
But do you already have to have the preemptive sneeze on deck?
it helps.
I think it just a fast forward.
If I'm about to sneeze, I find the nearest light and stare at it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It
Well,
helps you
it's-
sneeze.
It's harder to do with artificial light.
If I Well, I get her done. I think it would be hard to just muster up a sneeze from dust.
Yeah,
just
to
staring
just
at the
pull
sun.
one
Yeah.
from deep within.
It's
Yeah, just
almost
pull
it's
it.
got to be near impossible.
It seems like you're doing it. That's what I got off of that story. That you're just like, watch this prank, and then you go,
Check this out. Watch this.
He's like a sunflower.
Straight into the sun.
He's just like a sunflower who follows it all day.
Oh gosh. The Japanese island of Okunashima is home to hundreds of wild rabbits who are believed to have been brought to the island during World War II for testing poisonous gases.
So they bring the rabbits there and then test gases on the island to see what
Yeah.
would happen. It's fucked up.
I feel like, rabbits.
Do a different animal. Rabbits are.
Fuck rabbits.
Whoa.
Not a big
Well,
rabbit.
you're afraid of rabbits.
Not afraid of rabbits. Don't put that out into the world.
I think rabbits are fine to test on.
You know what? The rabbits though that are all white and have red eyes. Those
Evil.
freak me out.
Those
Evil
Those
things.
freak me. I will swerve into them if I see them. Freak me the fuck out.
Yeah, they're living. What's the difference between a rabbit and a bunny?
That's a huge talkie. Pull that up right now.
That's the age-old question.
That's wow.
One delivers you eggs on Easter.
Yeah.
The other one hops.
Yeah.
One runs,
Okay,
one hops.
bunny is an informal name for a rabbit. That sucks.
Oh.
Oh.
Usually refers to a young rabbit or a baby. Dang. I thought they were going to be like cousins.
How about
Yeah,
rabbit and
crocodile
hare?
and-
What's the difference
Alligator?
between
Yeah.
rabbit and hare?
What's the difference between the turtle and the hare?
Which one was faster?
The age-old question. Rabbit and a hare. Hares are distinguished from rabbits by their larger size, longer ears, and longer hind legs. They also tend to live alone.
In above ground nests. whereas rabbits often live together in groups of 20.
No
in
wonder why they
underground
reproduce so much.
tunnels.
There's 20 of them down there, and you get bored. You might as well just bump uglies with each other or something.
It's like a hair brothel.
Yeah.
No, that's the rabbits. The hares are above ground.
How about
Oh.
a jackalope? You guys ever seen a jackalope?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen it the size of a moose, Liam?
Compared to a deer,
Yeah.
huge. Huge.
Pretty large. Japan has a naked festival called Hadaka Matsuri.
When?
What city?
How much are tickets? Where thousands of men wear
Never
only
mind.
Oh, damn it.
Never mind. Just remembered I had something going on that day. Not going to make it.
where thousands of men wear only loincloths and jostle for a sacred object
Jostle.
thrown into the crowd.
Oh, man.
You're telling me?
Oh, boy.
What is the object? One woman?
No.
What's this called again?
The Naked Festival.
Pull up footage of it right now. I want to see what they're fighting over. Maybe it's like one like coin. Have you ever seen a Japanese coin? It's got like a square cut in the middle of it. It's a gold
Oh,
piece.
yeah. Wow, look at that. That's crazy.
Dude, that's just so much dong.
Those aren't loincloths.
It's
Those are
not that
sumo
much. They're
suits.
Japanese.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what Japanese wear is a loincloth. Just a big.
Oh, look at that
but
one.
think about all
That's
the
like a-
ass crack.
That's like rugby.
Are they fighting or what is that? Looks like they're breaking light bulbs in the
I
air
don't
and
like-
showering them with it.
I don't like looking at Japanese asses all that much. I've just learned.
Turns out that's not as much of an enjoyer as I thought I was.
More of an obsessor.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hadaka
Give me the
Matsuri.
give me the timestamp on this so I can throw this on screen too. Wow.
What are they
Naked
fighting
Festival.
over? Look up what they're fighting over. I need to know.
Yeah, figure out what they're fighting over and let us know. The Japanese have a concept called karoshi, which translates to death from overwork. This phenomenon has become more prevalent in recent years as Japanese workers are known for their long hours and intense work culture.
You seen where they started putting they started lining skyscraper buildings where people work with suicide nets?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so fucked.
It's just and they bounce back in. They're like, whew, needed a quick breather. Needed
Just-
some fresh air.
I needed to
I
skip,
keep-
skip the conveyor belt.
I keep running into this one live stream on TikTok of this Japanese chick that's cross-eyed as all get out. And she keeps sticking USB ports. Like there's 6 USB holes and she sticks a bunch of sticks in there. They look like toys. Bends them, takes them out, throws them off to the side and does 6 more. And she's got this band attached to her arm that's attached to something. And there's 3 of them in a row. And she's incredibly cross-eyed. Like I need to emphasize that. I don't know what she's looking at, but it almost looks like a robot, fake looking.
Oh,
Next time I see the live stream, I'll run into it. I run into it 4 times a night.
Speaking
send it
now
to you
now
guys.
that you said robot, for Japan being as technologically advanced as it is, you think for a task like that where they're just putting those things in there and then bending them and throwing them away,
They would have.
they couldn't just fix up. That seems like something I could make.
Yeah, I think you. Yeah, I think you should and sell it to them.
Yeah, I don't like them that much.
I think you should get that cross-eyed woman paid more so she can get some glasses.
What are the glasses gonna do? She's
Fix-
cross-eyed.
Fix me looking at her. I think it like
Then what?
Don't glasses
I gotta
kinda
make
make
her a
straighten your eye out?
custom pair of glasses that are sitting like this on her face, or what?
yeah. Well, her eye's not on her cheek.
That might be where she's looking though. It's the plane.
It's true. Did you find that yet? What they're fighting over?
They're fighting over whatever that guy in the middle was. holding.
Next come the sticks. Huh. You keep looking. All right, where are we at? Talked about that. In Japan, there are cafes where customers can pay to play with hedgehogs, owls, and other animals.
That sounds fun.
Doesn't sound like something
I'd
I'd
do that. I'd mess with hedgehogs are cute little buggers.
Yeah.
Hedgehogs
They
have
don't.
That's porcupine.
pointy
They're different.
things?
Yeah. They don't really poke you. I don't think.
No, they don't. They have like spiky hair, but it's just spiky hair.
Oh yeah, like Sonic.
Yeah.
Exactly. It won't poke
Sonic
you
the
though.
Hedgehog.
Yeah.
I think if you pick it up like this and then you can flip it over, then it doesn't hurt you. It's like when you catch a fish.
I don't like
if you grab it like that, and then it fucking doesn't poke you, the fucking fins on the back.
Yeah, I don't like animals that have
you ever
instructions
held
for
the
picking
fish,
them up.
Easton?
Yeah, I have a picture with one just so I
Okay.
could document it.
Just one?
Just for questions like this.
on the string on the hook, like
No, I was holding it like this.
Oh no way.
I just don't like animals that they have directions to pick them up.
I think all of them would probably have a direction.
Hmm.
Don't
No.
pick them up by their wiener. I mean, they wouldn't like that.
Depends who you ask.
I volunteer.
Okay. So they're fighting over 20-centimeter batons known as shingi. They're hurled into the masses. Those who were successful in finding them are destined to be luckiest men for the coming year.
You don't even win nothing.
You win luck. In order to gain good fortune, they must endure cold water, discomfort, and near mortal combat for a chance at the stick.
Near mortal combat. Who are they fighting? Each
The
other?
gods.
Near mortal.
I-
Look up. How many inches is 20 centimeters?
It's got to be like
It's
2
like
inches.
it's like 8 inches, maybe.
That's it. 2-inch shingi.
What do you mean
You
that's
gotta go
it?
find.
Yeah,
7.8.
8
The
inches.
fact that you have that accurate of a guess, bro.
2.52 centimeters to
Is
an
it?
inch. Yeah, something like that.
I can't stand you. What the fuck?
How do you? Yeah.
2.54. There you go.
What are you, a converter?
Yeah, I'm a converter.
He's the one that reads the back of those boxes. That's like 1 pint is this many cups.
Dude, you know how long I stood in the grocery store trying to figure out how many fucking cups are in a pint?
Oh man, I hate when things give you like you're reading a recipe and it's
Yeah.
like we need this
I need
measurement
3 cups.
and you got to buy it in a different measurement
Yeah.
and I got to call somebody
Yeah.
and they have to like a notary I think you call and then they figure it out for you.
Or people who measure in 1/3 of a cup. You need 1/3 of a cup. I don't
Yeah.
like that. That's not a good one to use.
As long as I can buy it in cups.
Maybe.
Yeah, as long as I can buy it in cups. All right, the Japanese train system is known for its punctuality with delays of even a few minutes
Did we talk about this last
considered a serious issue. I want to say, didn't you say they were down
time?
to the second?
No, this is really familiar. I
Could have.
thought I just heard somewhere that they're so punctual that if they're late, everybody gets a written note from the train conductor that's why they're late, and he goes around after they take off and he apologizes to everybody for being late.
That's crazy. I
Holy
need to have a little
crap.
bit.
I don't.
It's
I
all about the respect, though, you know?
Yeah, I mean everyone's got places to be. I get that, but I could have swore we either just talked about that or I just read it somewhere.
You must have just read it. We didn't talk about it. We were talking about trains being smooth and stuff. And
I know. I mean like last week.
yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So
Japanese have a tradition of forest bathing or spending time in nature to reduce stress and improve health.
Doesn't Japan have that one forest?
Suicide Forest.
Yeah.
I believe they do.
Hmm.
I think one of the Paul brothers got
I
in
suppose,
some serious trouble for that.
yeah, I suppose you could really reduce your stress levels if you're just
you wanna
not
hit-
around.
Japan has a love for unusual and creative Kit Kat flavors, with over 300 flavors released in the country, including wasabi, sake, and purple sweet potato.
Quite the lineup.
Wasabi Kit Kat? Eh.
I'd try it.
I would.
Why not? Except I'm a fan of wasabi.
I
know
am
you're
too.
not.
Never tried wasabi.
Well, you've never tried it. You gotta try
Wasabi's the green stuff that they can ball up, right?
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah, I wouldn't say try it for your first time with a Kit Kat bar.
it.
But
Yeah.
It's probably a good suggestion.
It does sound like it would be good.
The Japanese are known for their innovative and quirky inventions, such as a robot hotel, a square watermelon, and a backpack that can be turned into a chair.
Unbelievable.
Square watermelon, that's something, man.
They're doing that's Minecraft in real life.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is.
industrious people over there.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's Japan. Got nothing else for the Japan. 2 full episodes on it. I think that's enough
Our
for
first
you
sequel.
guys.
We're good. Yeah, actually.
Let us know if you like the sequel. Maybe Japan was a tough one to start on, but we can definitely do more notes on, and we can go more in depth on topics. But if you
100%.
guys like us just kind of scratching the surface,
Yeah.
we can sure do that.
Or
But,
maybe if there's a topic that we've previously touched on that you want to hear more about,
yeah,
or if you have a new topic, let us know.
like if you want to hear paranormal part 2, then we can go more in depth on it. We'll just
Right.
avoid what we talked about in part 1.
So,
All right. Who wants to do it, Broden? You want to do it?
Bro,
little
you've said
outro?
enough.
Liam, you do it.
Everybody, thanks for listening this week. We'll be back next week again with another episode. You can watch or listen. Let us know what you
Preferably
want to hear.
watch.
Yeah, please watch it. And then leave a comment after you do.
Go buy some merch.
Merch link is in the bio.
Guys, we're going to have the Moonseum merch piece out hopefully soon. I make that promise and I lie. Moonseum, the Bunsen Burgers, and Old Monk Donald.
Yeah.
Just
What about,
three we'll put together.
what was that other name?
The Throckmortons?
The Throckmortons.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got to find a design for the Throckmortons.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, and if you're a graphic designer that wants to create these, and then we'll just give you a free piece of merch for every single one you design, we'll do that too.
There you go.
All right.
We'll see you next week.
This is the Three Dudes Podcast.
And we're out.